Waking up tired, but I slept all night. Same dreams knocking, same closed doors. Coffee cold, heart lukewarm. We talk in circles, avoid the storm. You say soon, life say when. I've been patient, past my limit again. Growth knocking like rain do, but I keep playing with maybe with you. I don't hate you, that's the truth. I just hate who I become, stuck with you. I'm not broken, I'm delayed, like a train that never left the station. I'm tired of the same place, same love, same pain, same conversation with no change. If this is all it's gonna be, then let me be free. 'Cause standing still feels worse than leaving. We don't fight, but we don't fly, just floating in a quiet goodbye. Your silence loud, my knees mute. I shrink myself just to fit the mood. Life moving fast, I'm on pause. Afraid of loss, afraid of growth. But fear ain't safety, I see it now. Stagnation just dresses up as calm. But the sign is I feel numb inside. Love ain't supposed to feel like that. Or dreams waiting on permission. Same dreams, same love, same pain, same conversation with no change. If this is all it's gonna be, then let me be free. 'Cause standing still feels worse than leaving. I don't need chaos, I don't need chaos. But I need intention, Live when I'm growing. What are we protecting? What are we protecting? I feel myself coming back. I've been gone too long. I'm done with the same place, same prayer, same change, same waiting on someday. I choose me, I choose now. I choose truth, not comfort. If love can't grow here, I won't die here. Sometimes the bravest thing is admitting you've outgrown the room. Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the love palace. Welcome to a daily dose of D. Wrap yourself in satin, truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slowly. A daily dose of D. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the love palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchored down, baby, daily dose of D. Your your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive. Let your ships drift into healing seas. We don't chase waves, we ride them. She don't beg, she just glows.
Sometimes life don't move, even when your feet do. Sometimes your body shows up, but your spirit stays home. You wake up, but you don't die. You breathe, but you don't live. You talk about change, but you don't change. It's like being trapped in a room with no locked door, staring at freedom, but choosing familiar walls. That stagnation, not death, but the quiet pause before life demands your attention. Welcome to Daily Dose of D. Let's talk about stagnation. Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day you're watching Daily Dose of D. I am your host, Goddess D of Love. We have made it to Monday, y'all. Monday in January 2026. We are here, y'all. We made it to the Monday. And you know, I like to think on a positive note because so many people like to say, oh, this is Moody Monday and things like that. But you know what? I want us to be mindful today on this on this Monday. Let's be mindful of how we're living our lives, the things that come out of our mouth, and our actions. So on this Mindful Monday, our word of the day is stagnation, right? Stagnation, the act of not following or moving, a lack of activity, growth, or development. And let's go ahead into the quote of the day on this Mindful Monday. Let me get this, oh, you can see what that is. Okay. So the quote is, people who are comfortable with remaining stagnant will always say, you change. The cycle of life is supposed to include growth and transformation. Don't allow those who are stuck in a bud to make you feel less or gloomy. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into this word today, stagnation. And our title is Stagnation, the stillness that stops you. Have you ever felt like you're running on a treadmill, you're moving, you're tired, you're putting in the effort, but the scenery never changes? You look at your life and you realize you're in the exact same spot you were a year ago. When we talk about someone being stagnant, we're talking about being still, stuck, unmoving. This word comes from the Latin stagnare, meaning to form a pull, to be motionless. Think of water that stops flowing. It gets cloudy, heavy, and dull. People can work the same way. When your mind or your life stops flowing, the energy changes. You're not broken, you're not lazy, you're unmoving. And unmoving eventually becomes uncomfortable. So there's two types of stagnations I want to tune in today here at Daily Dose of D. We're going to talk about the personal and mental stagnation. So personal stagnation shows that when you're walking in circles, example, same job, same habits, same conversations, and also the same excuses. Now, mental stagnation, it hits when nothing inspires you anymore. When every day feels like a deja vu or a groundhog. When you stop learning, growing, or even challenging yourself. It's when your dreams feel like they're way too far, your efforts begin to feel heavy, and your hope feels thin too. So both of these stagnations have different meanings. Once again, the mental stagnation. Your brain stops being curious about it. You don't want to learn anymore. Your opinions never evolve. You're stuck in the same place. And you'll find yourself replaying the same thoughts, comments, compliments, or conversations every single day. Personal stagnation again. That's the plateau. Your habits, your environment, and your goals haven't shifted in years. You're living the same year, 80s, 90s, 2000, and calling it life. The signs, hmm, what does it look like you might have? Well, like I said, y'all, if y'all familiar with the Groundhog Day effect, every day feels the same. Another sign, you are bored. It's not just like, I'm bored, I don't know what to do. This is chronic boredom, okay? Boredom, chronic boredom. Even things you used to love so much, you like, no, I don't care about that. Another sign can look like avoidance. You find yourself scrolling or sleeping to avoid thinking about the future. And then there's that sign of resentment. You feel bitter when you see others leveling up. Okay. So, all right, family. I want you to hold on for a minute. We're going to step in. Don't step away. If you do, come back. Okay, come back. Go grab a drink. Take a little breath. Check in with yourself right now. Okay. Because when we come back on this Mindful Monday, we're going deeper into why people get stuck and how you can get unstuck. Okay? So stay tuned right after this message.
When I think of stuck, the word that I usually go to is stagnation. And stagnation is one of those words that is more universal for people because a lot of people haven't recognized, or even organizations, that they're stuck, but almost everybody can resonate with stagnation. Now, through the journey, you can sometimes realize you're more stuck than you are. But the first horseman of the stagnation spiral, that I call it, is denial. So first off, that means you barely can see it without somebody helping you. Then you have status quo. You've got silos, which could be inside of your life, could be inside your business. You've got rigid thinking and processes. And then you've got this disengagement that's either creeping or full blown.
Strongholds of the mind can trap a person in a state of stagnation. And most times, when you see people like this, they may start to attribute what is going on in their lives to other people. You're the reason why my life is like this. The reason why I'm not making progress is because someone in my family took my glory. The reason why I can't have promotion at work is because my boss doesn't like me. They have a victim mentality. And when you have a victim mentality, you can't change. The first step of breaking strongholds strongholds of the mind is in you acknowledging that there is something wrong. It is in you acknowledging the truth of your situation. You must get to a point where you say, help, I need help. Something is wrong. I feel trapped. I'm stuck. I'm not moving forward. I've been on this mountain for too long. Days have become weeks. Weeks have become months. Months have become years. And years have turned into a decade. I need help.
All right, welcome back to Daily Dose for D. I hope you stretched your mind a little during that break, because we're diving into the roots of stagnation and what really keeps people still. Sometimes stagnation grows very slow, like dust settling on a windowsill or a bookshelf. You swore you cleaned it last week, but it still shows up. One of the biggest psychological causes of stagnation is fear. But fear shows up wearing different outfits now. Fear of failure makes you freeze before you start, because trying and losing feels worse than not trying at all. Fear of success. You play small because deep down you're afraid of responsibility, visibility, or expectation. And then you have the fear of judgment. Makes you live life on mute, because you're always editing yourself to make other people feel comfortable. Emotionally, stagnation builds when your heart has been bruised too many times. When your disappointment becomes a pattern, you start protecting yourself before by shrinking. You become cautious with your dreams. You second guess your choices, and you avoid anything that feels risky because you've been hurt before, and you rather stand in that same place. You stand still than repeat that pain that you felt. You feel me? And then there's the burnout, the emotional exhaustion that makes even small tasks feel overwhelming. When you've been strong for too long, I like to say resilient. When you've been resilient for too long, carrying too much for too many people, you don't have the energy left to grow. Stagnation becomes survival mode. You're not standing still because you want to. You're standing still because you're tired. What people don't realize is that emotional stagnation often comes from not acknowledging your own needs. You put yourself last for so long that your mind finally says, if you're not moving for you, we're not going to move at all. And the internal shutdown looks like stagnation. But underneath it is a desperate call for rest, renewal, and reconnection. Let me say that again. An internal shutdown looks like stagnation. But underneath it is a desperate call for rest, renewal, and reconnection. Life has a way of putting roadblocks in front of you that you didn't ask for and definitely don't deserve. Let's just be real, keep it above with that, okay? Sometimes you're stagnant because circumstances pinned you in a place. Maybe it's financial pressure, bills stacking up, income staying flat, or you don't have one, goals feeling too expensive to chase, or maybe you're surrounded by people who don't inspire you. Let me say that again. Maybe you're surrounded by people who don't inspire you to be the best version of yourself. When you're in a space where nobody is growing, baby, it's easy to believe growth is optional. Your environment can be a prison or a launch pad. If you're living somewhere that drains your creativity, restricts opportunity, or reinforces old patterns, it becomes hard to evolve. Stagnation becomes a byproduct of your surroundings. And sometimes, y'all, the job, the job you're in becomes too familiar. You stay because it's stable, guilty as charged, but it no longer challenges you. You stop learning, you stop engaging, you stop dreaming outside the cubicle, or if you're at home. Before you know it, the job isn't just a paycheck, it's a pause button. And then there are obligations, taking care of family, raising children, supporting a partner, managing crisis. These responsibilities can intentionally put life on hold for you, not because you're unmotivated, but because life demanded your attention elsewhere. Eternal stagnation often blends with internal stagnation. The world presses down and your spirit folds inward. But even in those moments, the danger isn't the pause. It's when you forget to press play again. Let me say that again. Even in those moments, the danger isn't that you push pause and needed to relax and needed a moment. It's when you forgot to say, okay, I rested, I'm done with this. You push play again. That's where the danger is. Stagnation isn't always loud, it whispers. You start noticing that the days blend into each other, not because life is peaceful, but because it lacks movement. You wake up and you feel like day is already halfway over, you know? Yet nothing is even happening. You say things like, I'll just do that tomorrow. Knowing tomorrow has been your hiding place for a long time. You lose enthusiasm for things you used to enjoy. Even food doesn't even taste the same. Music feels like all very repetitive, and conversations begin to drain you. Not because life is boring, but because you're not engaged in it. You're living on autopilot. Your energy stays flat, not for physical, not from physical tiredness, but from emotional numbness. Excuse me, y'all. You stop setting goals, or worse, you set them but don't follow through. You say, I'm going to do this. I'm about to make me a book. I'm about to write a new song, create a poem. I'm about to do this art. You set these goals, but you don't do anything to follow through. And eventually, you stop believing you're capable of the change. Plans stay in your notes, in your apps. Ideals sit unfinished, and dreams stay as memories instead of blueprints. You also start avoiding people who ask you the real questions, those real conversations, those difficult conversations, and those questions that force you to confront the truth. Oh, you ain't trying to hear that? Stagnation becomes comfortable because it requires no accountability. Say that again? Okay. Stagnation becomes comfortable because it requires no accountability. But comfort eventually turns to suffocation. You know you're stagnant when discomfort becomes normal and mediocrity feels like home. Okay, family. Let's take a second. Let's take a breath right here. I feel like we need to take a breath. Y'all want to take a breath with me? Shake your shoulders out. Do whatever you got to do. We're going to be right back. And when I return, I'm going to break down the root causes of stagnation and how it shows up in people around you, too. Y'all ready? Right after this message.
Feeling stagnant in your life? Here's 5 signs you might need to change things up. 1. Your life feels uncomfortably predictable. 2. You constantly romanticize about the past to distract yourself from the present. 3. Your mind constantly drifts off, imagining a better existence. 4. The ideas you wanted to explore keep popping up into your mind. 5. You keep thinking, there has to be more than this.
Let's move it out now. Big relentless up in this. It's big mouthpiece. Oh, you ain't know. That ain't love, that's like hatred. Come on, brother. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, brother. How you black, but you a racist? Come on, brother. She's sleeping with a twin husband, see this tasting. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, brother. It's time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, part 3. It's time to take it back. Come on, it's not an emergency. Time to get moving with urgency. Big Moppy's back. To get this shit sold up like surgery. Shout out to DJ King Miller and all those that work in the church. Can't waste no time. We better do it in a hurry. Set a date at 9 or probably even 9:30. Why they so quick to talk down but slow to show love to me? Quick to eat off the table but won't plan to want something for me. I gave them my open arms, now they acting like they don't know me. I needed some direction, that's when Queen Money Tide told me. Focus on the bag, all that nonsense is below me. So turn me up, don't be shady, press that like up for me. Hey, you can't look down on your brother. I used to swipe from the corner store cause I was hungry. Instead of respecting my grind, how you go throw shade on me? Big brother hate my guts, tryna chop off my feet, but I am not Toby. Haters be praying on my downfall, but be acting like we homies. That ain't love, that's like hatred. Come on, bruh. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, bruh. How you black, but you a racist? Come on, bruh. She's sleeping with a twin husband, see that's tasteless. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, sister. Time.
Welcome back, Love Palace family. If you did not tune in today over at Great Mouthpiece for Mental Health Monday, I don't know, what are you waiting on? I don't know what you waiting on. Y'all make sure y'all come on through. He has Mental Health Monday. And if you didn't get a chance to check that out, go ahead and run that back. And also run the show from Saturday too. He comes on Saturday afternoons between 2 and 3. But you know what? If you want to know when to catch him, just hit that notification button, people. And then you know when to tune in to Big Mouthpiece, okay? Come on, brother. Come on, sister. Come on, everybody. And tap into Big Mouthpiece. Okay, now. All right. Now we're talking about what's underneath stagnation. The things people don't see. But you know what? always feel. At the deepest level, stagnation is rooted in disconnection, not just from your goals, but from your identity. When you don't know who you are becoming, you cling on to who you used to be. You replay old versions of yourself because the new version feels uncertain. There's also a spiritual stagnation, the moment when you stop trusting the process. You stop believing in divine timing and stop listening to your intuition. When your spirit goes quiet, your life follows. Let me say that again. Spiritual stagnation, the moment when you stop trusting the process. And when you stop trusting the process, that means whatever it is you spiritually have to do, the divine, whatever you believe in, you just stop trusting in that process. You stop believing in the divine timing. You stop believing in the God given intuition. And when your spirit goes quiet, when the spirit within you goes quiet, your life follows that. Now, stagnation shows up in tiny behaviors we dismiss. You start choosing comfort over challenge every single time. You know you need to make changes, but you push them to the next week and then the next week, and you keep doing the bare minimum because anything drains you. You start recycling those excuses. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I don't have time. I want to wait. It's not the right moment. Oh, maybe later. Those excuses become your lullaby, soothing you while silently stopping you. You say things or you say yes to things you don't care about because you're saying no would require boundaries. You stick to old habits even when they no longer serve you. You're constantly seeking distraction, scrolling, watching, browsing, anything to keep you from confronting the stillness inside your life. You begin to repeat the same emotional patterns patterns in relationships. You date the same type of person. You have the same arrangements. You replay the same lessons. Stagnant, stagnation, love, repetition. Stagnation loves repetition. It feels predictable, but predictable isn't always healthy. The root is often a combination of lost direction and lost confidence. You stop seeing yourself clearly. You forget your potential. You forget what you're capable of. And when someone loses sight of their worth, their movement slows to a crawl. Your mind says, what's the point? And you know what? Your body listens to that. And the truth is, stagnation is never about ability, it's about alignment. When your life doesn't align with your purpose, movement feels unnatural. Getting unstuck requires rediscovering who you are and not who you settled to be. So, a stagnant person often carries invisible heaviness. You can see it in their posture, you can hear it in their tone, And you can also feel it in their energy. They talk about what they wish they could do rather than what they actually do. Their dreams exist more in their imagination than in their daily action. They live reactively, responding to life instead of creating it. They avoid discomfort and change, even when staying still is hurting them. Very indecisive. Because, choosing a path means that they have to commit to movement. And movement scares them. They may even start resenting others who grow or succeed, not out of jealousy, but out of frustration with their own self. So deep down, they know they're capable of more, but they're paralyzed by fear, confusion, or habit. Stagnant people live in their memories, not their possibilities. They cling to what's familiar because the unknown feels threatened. All right, family, hold tight. Just for a moment, step away. I'm about to take me a sip of water, get this throat chakra activated again. You could go breathe, stretch your shoulders out. Like I said, take a sip of whatever beverage, whatever helps you to rest. This is a check-in moment right now, not just a break. I want you to let your mind settle, your spirit open up, because when I come back, we're diving even deeper into the mindset behind stagnation and how it's going to shape the way you're moving through the world. So don't go too far. Your breakthrough might be right when we come back. Okay? Stay tuned right after.
You can't move forward in your life because you're inflexible. Hold on before you scroll. Answer me this question. When's the last time you stretched, bro? And I'm not just talking physically, although you could stand a 10-toe toucher too. I'm saying, when is the last time that you got out of your comfort zone? I'm talking creatively. I'm talking mentally. I'm talking emotionally. I'm talking career-wise. When is the last time you actually challenged yourself? Because if you do not stretch, you get stiff and your life gets stiff. When's the last time you tried to color outside of 1B? When's the last time you tried putting on jewelry that you don't normally wear? Or you said, I'm going to cook with a vegetable that I don't normally cook with, or I'm going to go a different route home. All these things are important because if you don't keep it fresh, it starts to feel like death. So if your life feels stagnant, it feels like you're not going anywhere, you just feel, uneasy and uncomfortable, maybe the answer is you need to stretch. Let me know how that resonates. Toodles.
Body butter, shea, sage, washing off yesterday's weight, spell in the steam, peace in the flame. I call my power, speak my name. Rose quartz on my windowsill, lavender.
Hello, everybody. It's that time today at Daily Dose of D that we do the product of the day. Now, the product of today, the day, is the joint rub. Now, I'm showing you this. This is a little small thing that you can carry with you. So joints start aching, you can have this in your purse, or you can put it in your pocket. It's the joint salve. Now, let me tell you what, this is good. This is really good. I have this as well. It has turmeric and cayenne pepper, y'all. So this is to support areas like when you feel stiff, or overworked. Okay? I actually use this when I am sore from exercising as well. So what you need to know about this is turmeric and cayenne create a warming effect, and this helps the body ease the tension while offering steady movement to loosen up them joints. Okay, So this is ideal for your feet, your knees, your hands, and just your daily movement, okay? So you can get this as a salve. You could get this as a bigger option, but you could get this one to just have it in your purse or your pocket or something. When hey, I feel a little stiff. You can buy the salve. They got it in 1 ounces, 2 ounces, I believe. This is on the website at Shamaka Essentials. And also, if you're in the Georgia area, Holistic Royalty by Kels has it too. So she can get that right to you as well. So y'all tap into Shamaka Essentials, www.com. Okay? And if you're in the dirty South and want to get it right away, hit up Holistic Royalty by Kels on TikTok and Instagram. A wonderful joining force. Tap in to Shamaka Essentials. Welcome back, family. So, I hope you enjoying the conversation. Here at Daily Dose of D, we always have these great conversations, and it helps us to grow a little deeper. So, let's go ahead and talk about mindset. Because it's Mindset Monday, right? Ain't that what I called it today? Mindset Monday? Okay. So, we're going to talk about a stagnant mindset. A stagnant mindset is mental quicksand. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Let me say this again. A stagnant mindset is mental quicksand. The more you think the same thoughts, the deeper you sink. It's the belief that every effort won't matter, that circumstances can't change, that you can't improve. It's thinking that risk is dangerous and trying is pointless, that your best days are behind you. The mindset, this stagnant mindset convinces you that growth is for other people and not for you, that success is only for the fortunate, that love is only for those that want to be blessed or blessed. The healing is for the strong only. A stagnant mindset rewrites your potential into something smaller. It makes you question your skills, your dreams, and your direction. It makes you subtle. It also thrives on routine, not a healthy routine. Let's make this clear. Not a healthy routine, but the kind that keeps you looping into the same emotional pattern. Same thoughts, same choices, same results. Breaking that mindset means interrupting the loop, challenging the lies your fears told you, and replacing survival with intention. Stagnation leaks into every part of your life. It shows up in friendship, your relationship, your family, out of habit and not connection. Conversation fills a cycle. So when stagnation shows up in relationships, friendship, family, romantic, conversations are going to feel like you're recycled, like you already had these conversations. We're not even growing. You hang out because it's familiar, but it's not fulfilling. And sometimes you even stay around people who drain you because leaving requires movement. And movement is what you're avoiding. You hear that? Sometimes you stay around the same people that actually are draining your whole very spirit and your body because it requires you to move, and you rather just stay stagnant because moving is what you've been avoiding already. In family, in the family dynamic, stagnation shows up as repeating generational patterns. Find yourself behaving like the same people you swore you never were going to become. Not those habits that are good. You know what habits I'm talking. You stay in roles that don't fit you anymore. You avoid difficult conversations because you don't want to disturb the peace. And even if the peace is fake. In romantic relationships, here we go, baby. We talking about them romantic relationships. Stagnation becomes emotional distance. The relationship survives, but it doesn't evolve. Communication slows, affection dulls, goals separate. You're together, but you're not moving in the same direction. The relationship becomes more of a routine than a connection. You see, stagnation doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone who's connected to you. And when you stop growing, the energy around you stops growing too. Now, what's the difference between stagnation and being comfortable? Let's talk about it. Comfort is necessary. Comfort helps you reset after like a hard season that you went through. Okay. Comfort is a healing state, but comfort becomes dangerous when it turns into avoidance. Stagnation is comfort without purpose. Comfort restores you, stagnation sedates you. Comfort says, rest right here for a moment. Stagnation says, oh, I'm cool. I don't need to go nowhere. Don't bother. I'm not moving. Comfort supports you when you're tired. Stagnation is going to hold you back when you're ready. A lot of people confuse the two because you know why? Both feel safe. But the difference is simple. One prepares you for growth, the other prevents it. It's just that simple. One prepares you to grow, and the other prevents it. The secret is knowing when your soul is asking you to rest and when it's begging you to move. Breaking stagnation. We took all this in, learned what it feels like, the signs, the roots. How do we break this now? I'm going to offer some things to you here at Daily Dose. Breaking stagnation, you know what it starts with? Being honest. Unfiltered honesty about who you are and why you haven't moved. Mm-hmm. You can't shift what you won't confront. You can't shift it if you won't confront it. So start by acknowledging the fear, the pain, the exhaustion, the procrastination, all of it. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. Take one action, not the biggest one, not the so-called perfect action, just one. Buy the book, clean the room, make the call, sign up for a class, change your routine, Replace one habit that's been slowing you down. Small movement tells your brain that you're not stuck anymore. Surround yourself with people who are going to challenge you. So that means you might have to change your environment. Mm-hmm. Rebuild your confidence with small wins. Reintroduce yourself to things that inspire you, be it music, creativity, learning, art, nature, spirituality, whatever reminds you of who you are. But most importantly, family, give yourself grace. Stagnation is not a failure, it's feedback. It's a sign that something in your life needs attention. So breaking stagnation isn't about sprinting, okay? It's about stepping one step at a time. Movement creates momentum. Movement creates change. And change creates the life you've been waiting for, baby. Okay? So hold that thought. You know I got some closing words. You are not meant to rest in the middle of your story. You are meant to sit so still. I'm sorry. You are not meant to sit so still that your dreams start tapping their feet, wondering when you're finally going to get up and meet them. Life did not choose you to be a statue. Life built you to be a force, a current, a movement, a shift in the atmosphere when you decide you're ready to rise. Stagnation might have slowed you down, but it didn't take your power. It didn't steal your destiny. It didn't cancel your calling. It just paused for a little bit. And even pause, music still holds rhythm. Maybe you forgot who you were. Maybe you forgot what you deserve. And maybe you forgot the divine timing is not lazy, it's precise. Sometimes life puts you in stillness, not to punish you, but to prepare you, to break down what needs breaking and build what needs building behind the scenes. And now here you are, standing at the doorway of your next season, holding the pieces of the version of you that can't continue forward. You know what I need you to do? Let it go. Let it fall. Let it break if it must. Because every time you release who you were, you make room for who you're becoming, baby. Moving doesn't always look like a leap. Sometimes it whispers. A shift in mindset on this mindset member is a spark of courage, a quiet yes to yourself. Don't fear the unknown, baby. The unknown is where God writes the chapters, and you were born to read. The unknown is where your confidence blooms. The unknown is where the magic finally meets the moment. So go ahead, step. If you have to crawl, go ahead and do that. You might even have to wobble or even stumble forward with tears in your eyes if that's what it takes. But I'm going to say this again, take the step, because stillness is not your home. But movement, that right there, that's your birthright. And your future has been knocking on your door long enough. So what you're going to do, open it, walk into it, claim it, and remember you're never stuck. You're gathering strength. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for coming to Daily Dose of D. My hope is that you enjoyed this subject about stagnation. Okay. And I hope you learned you something today. Okay. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Share this content out. We're doing something different in 2026. Can we share the good content out? Can we not be stagnant and share the same old tired? No, do come back. No, don't come back. The old tired, unpredictable, predictable, negative content. Share some good content out. Something that's going to motivate people, okay? Shout out to the replay game. I see you. I appreciate you as well. So, in 2026, let's not be stagnant. Let's take those steps to be a better you. Here at Daily Dose of D, it's all about being a higher version of you. That has always been my purpose here at the Love Planet. So, peace and love to everybody. Thank you for coming to the Love Palace. Make sure you subscribe to my COC stars and brother, okay? Because they got some good things and good information coming out for you, okay? I will see you guys real soon. Peace and love. Have a good rest of Mindset Monday. The rest of the day of Mindset Monday. Woo! Mindset Monday. Say that 3 times. Mindset Monday. Okay. Peace and love to you all. And I'll see you soon.
There's 3 ways I deal with stagnation. I either go over it, I go through it, or I go around it. Get that in your notes. Go around it, Timothy, go through it, or go over it, but never complain about what you have the power to change in your own life.
Now, this is a quick one. 4 main or major reasons why most of you are stuck or stagnant. Number 1, you keep revisiting your past. Imagine driving and you keep looking back. You keep looking back. Why do you look back? You've already made that mistake. Correct yourself now. Don't look back. Use your past as a stepping stone to move forward. Number 2, the fear of the future, the fear of the unknown. Your future is in your daily routine today. Tomorrow is lived today. Don't be afraid. Align your daily routine with where you want to be. Do you understand? Number 3, because you don't believe in yourself. Most of you don't believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. God has deposited a lot inside of you. You can do it. And the last point, stop comparing yourself to others. Love you.
Love we know, COC move. moving in a sacred flow. Every breath, every touch, every sound lifts us higher when the love comes around. Slow flow, we let it guide us slow. See together, that's how we grow. No fear, no pressure, just truth we show. Love is the rhythm in the flow. Soft words spoken, healing. Felt love like she don't just love, she heals in key. Let go, let flow. Daily dose of tea in the land is free. In the love palace, ship stuck even here. Yeah, we guide the tide. God is deep. Whispering back when your heart needs reminding. D is divine, D is daily, D is love, a daily dose.